Isn't it amazing how hard we are on ourselves sometimes? I mean, sometimes when things don't work out according to our plan or our vision or our blueprint's not met, we are our biggest critics. We cut ourselves down. We sometimes go so far as to say, I'm a failure. This didn't work out. Why? And we beat ourselves up. Why didn't it work out? And, I think back, Tony Robbins, I've heard him talk many times about how we all blueprint out something the way we think it should be around a relationship or our future relationships or around our career. And when it doesn't work out, instead of just embracing that and adjusting our blueprint, we criticize ourselves and we judge ourselves and we're harsh on ourselves. And all that does is slow us down. It pulls on that brake. And I think about a time I always wanted as a kid. I was lucky in high school and college. I never had to worry or think about what I wanted to do. I dreamt since I was a younger person that I wanted to be a sports writer. I wanted to be a sports columnist. So I went through high school and college knowing what I wanted to do. Well, guess what? 2 years in to working for a newspaper, I literally woke up one week and said, I just don't want to do this anymore. It's not bringing me fulfillment. I don't want to be the person asking questions of people on the other side of the microphone. I want people to come to me and ask me for solutions or ask me how I accomplished something. And I just was done with it. So I had to adjust my blueprint. And I could have, I was so young at the time in my mid-20s, and I could have gotten down on myself. And I love looking back at this lesson now because I could have just said, this didn't work, or I'm a failure. But, and I wasn't aware of this at the time, but I was able to say, you know what, I just want to do something different. And even though I've had this blueprint now for literally probably almost 10 years since I was a teenager, I'm just going to adjust it. And I'm going to go do something else. And it worked out fine. It worked out more than fine. I went on to do and learn so many other great things that helped me be the person and the career coach that I am today. So I just want to, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I went back and listened to some of Tony's talks on this, that blueprint and that model, and just think about what was a time in your career or even just your life in general where you had something, you had a vision and you had a map for it or a blueprint and it didn't quite work out the way you thought or that you wanted, and you had to adjust. And think about the good things that resulted in that. Instead of dwelling and beating yourself up and criticizing yourself and pulling on that emergency brake, you tweaked and you moved forward. That's what life's all about. That's what we have to do more of. So keep adjusting your blueprint where you need to and accept that. And we can't be so hard on ourselves because, man, that only slows us down.